What's up YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here, and in this episode I'll be talking about TZPS. And as you all know, TZPS stands for Tornadus, Zekrom, Pachirisu, and Shaymin. And this deck is a deck which uses all basic Pokemon, and it's the fastest deck at the moment. So you may be thinking, why? Well, first of all, the deck uses, as I said, only basic Pokemon, so you don't need to evolve a single Pokemon to get the combo going. Also, you don't have to use rare candies, Professor Elms or something to get out the Pokemon you want. So it's pretty easy and fast to use. Let me show you how. Well, the deck uses speed as its major strategy, meaning on the first turn it wants to knock out many Pokemon for prizes. The main combo behind this deck is the Shaymin Pachirisu combo. Pachirisu has a Poké Power which lets you attach up to 2 lightning energies from your hand to Pachirisu if you drop him on the bench, and this doesn't count as the energy for the turn, so after that you can still attach another energy card. Let us say we attach a lightning energy to our active Zekrom from the start, and we still have a collector in our hand together with another lightning energy. Well, when you drop Pachirisu on the bench after using a collector to get out the Pokemon you want, you can attach 2 energies to it when you drop him on the bench. So after that you drop a Shaymin on the bench, and with his Poké Power you can move around all the energies on your side of the field, which lets you attach all those energies to Zekrom in one turn, which means on the first turn you can attack for 120 damage with Ball Strike. And this deck also uses plus power and catcher, which means the damage can even be higher, meaning it can go up to 150 if you use 3 plus powers. And with catcher you have the option to attack any Pokemon on your opponent's side of the field, so you have the choice to knock out the Pokemon you want, because catcher will let you switch around your opponent's active Pokemon with a Pokemon from your opponent's bench. And that makes it easy to knock out basic Pokemon or a Pokemon that have been set up, so that's why this deck is really good. And also it's really popular right now. And you may be asking, the cards have been out for a while now, so why is it so popular now? Well, that's easy to answer. In the past the deck uses the same cards like Zekrom, Pachirisu, and Shaymin, but it didn't include Tornadus, so this deck had a lot of problems because it had a weakness to fighting, and it doesn't include Tornadus, which is still a Donphan counter, a really good Donphan counter. It can 2-hit KO Donphan with an attack Hurricane, and yeah, it has resistance to fighting. And you do need a Donphan counter in this deck, because Donphan can easily get rid of all your Zekroms with a single plus power, so that's not good. And a Ball Strike only deals 80 damage to the Donphans, which is really weak for 3 energies and dealing 40 damage to yourself, so that's not worth it. That's why you want to put in a Tornadus, which he was brought in the picture with the release of emerging powers, and that's why this deck became more solid. It covered Zekrom's weakness, and with the double colorless energy in the deck, it was even easier to dunk on the first turn, which means Tornadus had which only needs 2 energies to attack, so double colorless energy and a lightning energy can do the trick. Just you attach a double colorless energy on your turn, and with the Pachirisu Shaymin combo, you can easily pull off the dunk, so you only need 1 energy on the Pachirisu and then use Shaymin, and then you got all the energies you need to use Hurricane on the first turn. Also in the past this deck had problems because there were no catchers at the time, which meant that they used Pokemon Reversal, and aka the bad catcher. Well, it was the replacement of the catcher. It was really bad. It worked only 50% of the time, which means it was a flip based trainer card, which made it weaker than it is now. Now we have catcher, and everyone wants to have catcher in its deck. Now this deck maxes out the catcher, where it runs 4 copies of catcher to manipulate knockouts, and yeah, knock out Pokemon that have been set up, as I said, also to knock out basics so they couldn't evolve later on. And that's why with catcher and Tornadus, the ZPS deck became TZPS, which is yeah, the most winning deck at the moment. Also, I get a lot of PMs that from people that think that TZPS has a major weakness when it's up against Cottontail Reuniclus, and yeah, you may be right, but the weakness of the TZPS deck is that it can only deal 120 damage when you're in a trainer lock. Well, I can say to those people, upgrade your TZPS deck, because I found out that when you add a Magby on your deck, or maybe 2 Magbys, it really helps. You also hate it when you're up against Cottontail Reuniclus, and the Cottontail is just 1 damage counter away from a knockout, and then all the damage gets swapped by Reuniclus. Well, I do too, and that's why I looked into my binder and found out that it's easy to deal with. As I said, Magby. Yep, he's the key to overcome Cottontails. Let's say for example Magby is our active Pokemon, and you're up against Gothitelle. Well, with his attack Play with Fire, for 0 energies, you can just burn the Gothitelle and then you're asleep. And due to the Pokebody, when you stay asleep between turns, your opponent can attack, which is resembles the Pokebody of Tyrogue and Cleffa. Well, when a Gothitelle is burned, it receives 2 damage counters between turns when your opponent flips tails. Well, with a bit of luck, when it's your turn again, the Gothitelle will have 2 damage counters on him, which makes it ready to be knocked out by 1 Bolt Strike of Zekrom. And as soon as Gothitelle is out of the picture, you can just completely use your old strategy with Tornadus and Zekrom, and you can overpower the Gothitelle deck. That's pretty much the thing I came up with. It could fail. I know it's all luck based, but the entire deck is all about a little bit of luck, no matter what you say. And that's it for this week's deck analysis. Now let's get straight to Poké-Newz. Well, what's new? First up, here are some new scans of some promo cards, the terrific Tepic and the outstanding Oshawott promo. They look pretty sweet and they both have the 3D pattern, but unfortunately they're jumbo cards, so meaning they're giant cards that you can use in tournaments. But yeah, imagine yourself you're using a Tepic that can deal 200 damage. Yeah, I know, that's crazy. Also, Japan celebrates the 15th anniversary of the Pokemon trading card game. The first Japanese set was released 15 years ago, the Japanese base set, and today it's still popular. Isn't that amazing? Well, because of this occasion, they made an epic collector's item, the Reshiram and Zekrom Full Art Box. It features both Full Art cards, Reshiram and Zekrom, with a golden 15th anniversary stamp on them. Also, you get 2 packages of 65 card sleeves, one of the gold sleeves and another package of silver sleeves. You also get a double-sized rubber playmat, a golden coin, and some awesome damage counters and special condition markers. This all sounds pretty exciting, doesn't it? Well, the price doesn't. It's about 50 bucks for this box, and I don't think 2 full art cards and some stuff is worth 50 bucks in my opinion. But yeah, if you're a collector and you still want this, go ahead, and as I said, they look really sweet, but the price doesn't. Okay, next we have, more new stuff is on the way, and this box will be released on the 18th of November, so after the release of Noble Victories, which comes out on the 16th of November by the way, it's the Thundurus vs Tornadus gift set, and it'll include 6 reprint cards of already existing legendary Pokemon like Zekrom, Reshiram, Thundurus, Tornadus, and Landorus, which is a reprint for the Japanese people. So what else is in this box, you might ask? Well, it's set to include 2 30 card decks, as well as some extra TCG stuff, but be sure to check it out when they have more info, because that's all they can give us right now. And lastly, I want to show you 3 new scans of new cards from the Noble Victory set. Got Fagregas, which has the magical ability that makes you invincible, if you have luck with coin flips, that is. So when you have luck with coin flips, try this card out because it's really awesome. Its ability states, when this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, flip a coin. If heads, this Pokemon is not knocked out and its remaining HP becomes 10 instead. This is really awesome, by the way. This could be fun to try it out. I'll try this one out later when the set is finally released. It reminds me of the old school Hunter back in the days from Fossil, which also had a Poké-Power aka ability which revolves around luck. Okay, next one is Landorus, and when you take a look at this card, you'll immediately see the comparison with Thundurus and Tornadus. Not only does he look like him, but the attacks resemble the attacks of the other 2 as well. With a fighting energy, you can attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon, and his other attack, Gaia Hammer, deals 80 damage and then does 10 damage to each bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. So this could be kind of playable because it has a high HP for a basic Pokemon, and its resistance to lightning is nice because that'll be bad for Magnezones out there and Zekrom players. And we end this episode with N. N is the first full art trainer card, and it's kinda good too. It states each player shuffles his or her hand back into his or her deck and then draws the same amount of cards as their remaining prize cards. This is actually really fun and good to try out because when you're falling behind, you really want to take a comeback with this card. And yeah, that's it for this episode. Hope you all liked it. This was my 18th episode, by the way. As always, if you have any questions, thoughts, or awesome new ideas, the comment section is your place to be. Also, I want to thank each and every one of my subscribers for the support you've been giving me. That really stimulates me to make more videos. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you'll get the opportunity at the end of this video. Just click the subscribe button in a couple of seconds. This was ZapdosTCG. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time.